Beast Churger. Let me just get into it. Ugh. Let me just start. I have no reason to keep the starting soon screen on like for 5 minutes or something. Let's just get right into it. We were on chapter 40, and today we are at least trying to aim for 50, maybe for something more. But no guarantees. I never guarantee you anything. Hello, Arika as well. I hope you are having a nice Beast Churger and also had a nice day. And now, already another week is almost over. We're already at first day. You got more than halfway through the week. So whatever you had to do this week, it's already halfway over. And also that's like the first real week of March almost being over. It's almost a new start of a year for me. Ew. I don't want a new year to start. Ugh. I hate when the new year starts. You're in a 7.5k. The effect of your attribute is improving your memory of the book you've already read. Why did Admiral Lee pick you when you get seasick? I don't know. I heard I was a descendant of some admiral. Maybe that's why. Don't tell me you're the descendant of Admiral Sun Sin Lee. Hello, Eileen. Welcome. I hope you had a nice week so far, and it's only going to get nicer scouting through Omniscient Viewpoint together with me. Around episode 40 of Thyssa, which is also episode 40 of Omniscient Viewpoint. Life update, I burned potatoes. Dang, the poor potatoes. The poor potatoes. Gigi's relation with Admiral Sun Sin Lee was revealed. The small numbers of readers that were still around got up in arms about how a national hero chose its incarnation because of their relation. Gigi, hey, are you alright? Pities Gigi Lee. I can't, I won't do it, never! Gazes at Gigi Lee in sorrow. She's not talking to me right now. Gigi, get up. Oh, you three take care of it. Can't you hold it for just a little longer? Hey, what? You have no idea, mister. You have no idea. Yes, you always say that, but isn't it time to be whining? I don't even want to read this. Wait, Pyro, the chats aren't updated on live screen. Give it a bit. It's asleep. Let the little guy sleep. It's tired. This was your dead friend's favorite movie. Also not a real reason where you were picked by Admiral Sun Sin Lee when you hate the sea and don't really care for the greater good. Then are you from the Doksu Lee clan? No, I'm actually from the Jeonju Lee clan. She's actually the son of Admiral Lee's comrade in arms, Eukgi Lee. Admiral Eukgi Lee. Yeah. So comrade. So I'm wondering if this guy also became a constellation actually. Like if the main guy of like what was called Sun Si, freaking I'm so bad. Sun Sin Lee, if he became a constellation as the naval warfare god. I wonder if Eukgi Lee also became a constellation. If like one of them became one, then I must guess that's two. Oh yeah, fun fact, if you read the first few chapters, you can see her killing her bestie. Oh yeah. That's much I know. We see her killing her bestie quite often. Bounty scenario has been created. Those who seek death shall live. Those who seek life shall die. The naval warfare god has called for your help. Encourage Admiral Lee's incarnation Gigi Lee and lead the Battle of Myeongyang to victory. One of the great Admiral's stigmas. A stigma without a support contract. Read on. You skipped the answer. Lol. Skip the answer? I mean, I read this way before already. Admiral Eukgi Lee, along with an army to victory in the Battle of Dang. He was one of the few men who defended the Great Admiral when he was framed with treason, but he didn't leave behind enough stories to become a major constellation. To become a major constellation? But what about a minor constellation? Nothing, Pyro, nothing. What even does it mean to be a major constellation? I would say that a major constellation is like a mid-grade constellation, but that's obviously not it. It's obviously not it. Give me a second. Honorable thing to do. There's the scenario, and you can get a stigma. They're getting attacked. Little poor girl, what's like 17-year-old girl. They're all calling all constellations major. Just means he didn't become one. Okay. I mean, it's weird to call every constellation major, though. Yeah. Constellations have 4 ranks: new, major, historical, and celestial, if I remember correctly. Weren't the grades historical, fable, and mythical? Or like historical, fable, myth? Fable, myth. Sometimes I want to say mythical, because mythical just rolls more down the tongue. Celestial was also a part, or am I mixing up with others? I think you might be mixing it up with something else. Let me send a picture to my brother real quick. Okay. I'm mixing up since I've read so many constellation-related webtoons. Yeah, I mean they are quite popular as a thing. We're talking about constellations, talking about their ranks, and using like stars as a power system. Jiche, get your shit together. No. Using my knowledge of these characters to my advantage solely to remain alive. Must earn it while you're still alive. Poor girlie. He really went through a lot as well. Like all of these characters. All of these characters really went through a lot. Like I obviously relate to the younger somewhat more because I'm closer to them. Am I though? Gigi, get your shit together, best reply. I actually think I am closer in age to like characters like Sangha or Dogja compared to characters like Gilyong and Suyong and even Jihye. Ever missed the chance to help their incarnation when the story is involved. GLE has acquired a new stigma. Ghost Fleet level 1. Helping Jungyok Yu out in the end. Ah yes, there comes the fleet. I'm not writing down Ghost Fleet or something, or even the constellation that Dogja will get, because, well, they are connected to the naval warfare god, and, well, those guys, that guy is not going to appear in a European country. Suyong is actually, not Suyong, Yusong. I want to say Yusong, not Suyong. Suyong is actually 26. Yeah, Suyong is the closest to me, I guess. I don't know about Sangha. Military commander. This is such an amazing thing, like amazing stigma, but you need to be on the ocean to use it. So it's like obviously very situational, but that's like why it's such a powerful thing. Get a life, Dojiga. Tire. Yusanga is also 28. The Ghost Fleet. The powerful stigma that would make Jihye Li a naval commander. It took no more than an hour. And this is at level 1, by the way. This is a level 1 Ghost Fleet. Just holy shit. Until the last remaining enemy ship sank. The Cinema Master is content with the new ending. You have reached the 4th ending credit. Thank you for the 500 coins. It's been cleared. Maybe I'll also get the Ghost Fleet. Nope, you get Sword Song. Sword Song? Jihye won't obtain the stigma until much later in the story. It's probably much more useful to me than Ghost Fleet is. Is it done? It gave me such a precious stigma. Chance of on 8F because of this. Maybe I could stand more of a chance on 8F because of this. On the 8th floor? Or what does he mean with 8F? I'm confused by this here at the moment, like trying to remember what's going on. Now they go back. She looks so tired. She looks so done. I love these little lines under the eyes expressing like exhaustiveness and everything. Like that's one of my favorite art styles in Webtoon, when you can see that they are like very exhausted. Eighth floor is the final floor. Okay, so they're basically just talking about maybe he can fight against the Cinema Master with this stigma. Wait, is it the movie theater arc? Yes. That's why we are inside of a movie. Rescue Junior Q. Just do as I say. Here we go. He's moving. He's moving. Okay. Here he says, now this is an important part for me. After all I've done to save Jihye and earn a stigma, it would be meaningless if this world ends from Jungyok's Yu's regression. I've used the ampules and the coins I saved to sufficiently increase my stats. Kim Dogja cat eating dino meat. But it's hard to see, like, the different ampules that we have are like strength, agility, mana, stamina. And we see that each of them increased by different degrees. Maybe the ampules give like 5 levels and he didn't put anything into the mana besides the ampule? I feel like this makes the most sense if like they give like 5 levels and he didn't put any other coins into mana and instead put like 1 additional level into stamina, 1 additional level into strength, and 4 additional levels into agility. Used 4k into his stats in the novel. Okay, wait, I can calculate this. ORV TTRPG. At least like I can calculate this with how I am doing it in my system. I can compare what it is. So we go to stats, and we see that the lowest stat he had was already in the 10s, which means he is in this part where every level up costs 400 coins. If he has 4,000 coins, that means he can level up 10 different times. So if he did 1 level into strength and stamina, 1 level into strength, 4 levels into agility, that would mean it would be 6 levels, which would not be 4k. It would only be 2,400k. Or 2,400, 2.4k. So that couldn't be it. So there needs to be some sort of different calculation. That time ORV became a system manual. It always was, I mean. When raising the stat level, the coin consumption was increased every 10 levels. Yes. That's why I have first to 10 level it costs 300 coins, at 11 to 20 it costs 400, and like with every 10 levels it increases again. For every 10 level the coin price to get 1 level increases. Use these coins before the ampule. Oh, do we see the ampules a bit after? Nope. I mean, if we separate the... It's like saying, okay, with 4K, he can get basically 10 levels. At least, like, with I have it in my thing. Obviously, it probably isn't matching up entirely. So if we split it up between the 4 things, it would be... two, which would be 6. No. 2, 2, 2, 6. Wait. It would be more like... It's like 2.5 in each, but that's like a bad number. So it's like 2, 2, which is 4, and then it would be 3, 3. But then if it's 2, 2, it would be 20, 20, which gives 4 levels by the ampule. And if it's 3 here, it would be 14, which would be 6 levels from the ampule. Hello, you're early than usual. Actually, no. For Thursdays, I have been doing this on 4 p.m. my time for the last few weeks. I think. I'm not getting the calculations here. So we need to... You came back with milk, Dad. So if he... Can't be 5. Because if it's 5, then there's not enough levels. If it's like 2 levels because of the ampules, then it's like... If he used 4K coins, I'm not getting any sort of calculation that makes sense in my head. So I'm probably just going to say that the ampules give 3 levels. I'm in my head right now, I cannot find any calculation that makes sense. So I'm just going to say that these drinking this ampule grants 3 levels in stamina. And then we copy this down here and say levels in strength, dexterity, and spell power. Is it magic power or spell power? Magic power. Magic power, and it's also not stamina, it's constitution. Constitution. First person I've seen that's calculating ORV systems. Man, it's my jam. So I would say those are pretty good items. I would say at least C grade. Let's say let's put them at C grade. Like 3 levels are worth like 1,200 coins. It could, or like if you save them up and basically consume them at the end, it could be worth much more because these ampules always give you 3 levels. So if we... Doesn't need to say this here. If we scroll down, it's... Let me just put this here. And we can see it again for now. So if it's C, it's between that price. So if we just say these things cost 10k. We can just say these things cost... I mean, that's... We could say these things are 10k. But it's like cheap. They're probably going to be available early on in the match, in the system, but then never again in the late part. But see how great it is. There is Jungyuk. We've entered 8th floor, the Sky Garden. There he is, Mr. Depression. He's cringing. Step, 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 step. Hey, Jungyuk, you! Laughed at him some more, considering the trouble I went through thinking he was in danger. Huh? Something's not right. Did I put him in a state of shock? State of shock? Oh no, he's being manipulated. He must be the final boss of the cinema dungeon. Simulation, the cinema master, has revealed himself. Polar opposite of Jung Yong-Yoon. Right now, he's but an empty shell to the cinema master's puppet. Nothing important, nothing important. Force Palm we already have, right? Would be like here, Force... No, we don't have Force Palm. Crazy, that's a new one then. Force Palm. Which seems to be, quite literally, you're using your hands. I mean, technically it would make sense if he was using his palm, but he's using a fist. But whatever. Strike a target with your palm and exert a massive amount of force against them. Dealing 1d10, let's say 1d8 force damage, and pushing them away. Am I using meters? Meter. Am I using feet? Feet. Am I using feet? I don't like feet. Craft. 10 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet. I guess I'm using feet. Let's use feet for now. Pushing them away 5 feet. Dealing 1d8 force and pushing them away 5 feet for every level in this skill. And making them roll strength saving throw or get pushed. It's not written correctly. Pushed away. Dealing 1d8 force damage and making them roll a strength saving throw or get pushed away 5 feet. For every level in the skill, the damage increases by 1 dice and the push distance increases by 5 feet. I guess that works. It needs to cost spell points though. Like, most of these spells should technically cost spell points. I know they are not spells, but they need to be limited in resources, I think. Like, thinking about game sense, like, some stuff here needs to be limited. Like, why else wouldn't you, like, always use these kind of skills when you could just spam them? Like, why would you use a normal attack when you could just spam, like, your powerful abilities? So, I need to... How do I do this? Okay, I can look this over on my other PC, my laptop. Is it in here? Nope, that is... Wait, this is it. Oh, these stigma costs need to increase, I guess. I mean, the stigma costs like 5 spell points sometimes. So let's say if this costs, if the force palm just costs 2 spell points. Let me work through everything. So if I say it costs 2 spell points. Let me work through everything. So like these are passive. I can write this. Wait, let me delete this and push everything down one thing. Name, description, D&D equivalent cost. And we pin the first one. Which one is it again? Okay. Passive. Passive. No, why did I go down to 1000? Those are all passive abilities. Where's even adaptability? Like, I have exceptional adaptability, but I don't even have adaptability. Who am I? I agree. This one needs a limit. You didn't really miss much. Adaptability. Whatever it means. I mean, this is also passive. This is active. You need to activate it. And it will... No, wait. Okay, we need to... This needs to be calculated. Or this needs to be worked through. So, Grimdark Awakening, you get this ability, a Dark Energy, you increase your... For every level, you can increase your stats, like your strength and speed stats by 1. So, if we say this costs 3 spell points, we need to calculate everything by that. This is passive again. Same as this is passive, this is passive. Why is it so long? Ugh, because of some things. Oh, may. No skill to see. Oh, whatever. It works fine. I can just make it a tiny bit shorter. Evolve skill to see. Something. Okay, we should be able to make it a tiny bit shorter. Now the question is, like, this sounds like a passive ability. Like, for every enemy, it's just like that. Eye of the Sage, I would say, costs at least... Like, it's your ability, like, to use the Analyze skill, which is, like... Do I have Analyze somewhere? Analyze... Of the version of the basic skill, Analyze. Wait, do I have them maybe in here? Adaptability. Is that why I don't have it in the other thing? Yes, adaptability. When you get thrown into a new situation, you get +1 to every check, and then that's that. And we have Analyze, which is an action you can analyze the battlefield, identifying patterns and predict... no, that's Analytical Mind. We need Analyze. Do we not have Analyze? Analytical Mind. Did I rename it? Because this is supposed to be like the basic skill, Analyze. Do I have that? Not much, just a force palm attack from Yunjok. Yeah. Did I call it Analysis? Okay, I have something here called Analysis, but it doesn't exist in my things. Let me scroll all the way down to the abilities. Appraisal could be great name for analysis. Yeah. Active listening, adaptability, analytical thinking, anatomy knowledge, art knowledge, artistic vision, breath control, camouflage, color theory, concentration, cooking, creativity, culinary knowledge, cultural competence, customer focus, semantics, dancing, danger sense, documentation, drawing, dribble, emotional control, empathy, exclusive access, first aid, ear maintenance, hydrology, interviewing, keen eye, kick, kinematic, language, leadership, marketing, pursuing positioning, patience, negotiation, navigation, mental toughness, memory, product knowledge, programming, training, research, robotics, and scouting, stamina, stage presence, sprints, sports knowledge, sneaking, short, sleeper, shoot, sensitive stomach, tackle, teamwork. I'm so confused. Did I delete that? Analysis. Like, I do have the analysis thing, but it is, like, only written here in, like, business administration, psychology, investigative journalist, sports journalist, science journalist. But it doesn't exist down there, so I need to write this down here. Analysis. I'm just writing down. Analysis / appraisal. Status. Grants the ability to... This here. Why is the detection? This skill grants the ability to assess other people and monsters. This one is analyze. Detection is analysis, appraisal, or analyze. I don't know. And let's call it just appraisal here. Because, like, just seeing the status screen. I'm so confused. Okay, so mental control, mental barrier should be something less. Mental barrier should almost be also passive. It's like passive because you're just better at, like, blocking the mental damage. You don't need to activate it, I guess. Seeing Pyro confused was definitely on my bingo list. I'm always confused. I'm just built like that. I'm just built different, built incorrectly, built malfunctionally. But Eye of the Sage and that stuff should cost things. And Eye of the Sage is, like, powerful. So I need to regroup things. So let's say Eye of the Sage costs like 10 spell points. And Analysis costs you like only 2 spell points because like Eye of the Sage is almost like it is very unlikely that it will get blocked. And you also get like hidden information. Meanwhile, and then like Appraisal is just like the standard. You can see the status window if they are not blocking it in some way or shape. So I feel like 5 times for like the highest grade version seems pretty okay. Future Vision, you said, was active. So it's once per long rest, you can take a look at the immediate future, and it will also cost them 3 spell points. Detection Barrier. Protects you from people with detection skill. If your barrier skill is a higher level than others' detection skill, they won't be able to see your information. This one, on the other hand, has to be passive. And Prophet's Detection Barrier. Unique skill makes it impossible for anyone to see your status window or thought, which is also passive. Dogfights. Passive. Bluff. To be honest, seeing you collecting data of abilities also helps me learning more about various abilities. Bluff. It's like an active decision to bluff. When doing a charisma deception check to bluff, you get to add +1. Let's just say it costs 1 spell point to activate this. Demon Slaying is still not written down. Why is Demon Slaying not written down? I thought we made Demon Slaying. This one is passive for sure. This one is passive for sure. I thought we made Demon Slaying. Oh, yeah, Demon Slaying is down here. 1 SP per bluff word. Every word. Demon Slaying is down here. I guess we wrote it up here, but never put like the actual thing in there. So we can delete this line. Bug communication will cost you something. Let's say 2 spell points. I mean, it's communicating with bugs. Let's just say it's also... Let's just keep it at 1 spell point. It's a minor thing. Interpretation is going to be the same as bug communication because it's going to cost 1 spell point. Combat sense, when you're making a roll to dodge and attack, you get to add +1 to the roll. Every round level increases the... Combat sense just sounds like it's something passive. Like, it's just like your senses are better. You don't need to activate your senses. Just like for this as well. Insight, on the other hand, will cost 1 spell point as well. 1 spell point. It's not spell points, it's singular. Dispel Evil is going to be an active one. So let's say Dispel Evil costs you 3 spell points. Demon Slaying is also an active one, and I'm going to say this one gives you +1 to strength and speed, while Demon Slaying gives you +2 to strength and dexterity. By the way, it's hello, hello, Lachi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you had a nice day, and it's only going to get nicer from here on out. Strength and dexterity. You. So if that is 3 spell points for Grimdark Awakening. Demon Slaying, I'm catching all the streams. Look at you. How's life? This grants 2. Every round level it increases by +1. Meanwhile, Edgelord, every level increases by 1. So like at level 10 max, you grant 10. Meanwhile, at Demon Slaying, you grant 2 and get every round level +1, which means level 2 is 3, level 4 is 5, level 4 is 4, level 6 is 5, level 8 is 6, and level 10 would be 7. But like 7 and those like 2 different stats in my head. So written like that, demons. Okay, what if it's not every level? What if it's just every level? It's just every level. Because otherwise it's worse than Grimdark Awakening. Or we just need to make Grimdark Awakening worse. For balancing. For every... I'm just making Grimdark worse. For every round level, it increases by 1. So at max, at level 10, it increases like at 5 or something. How about misinformation? An ability that tells the foe wrong information, even if you say correct information. That would counter lie detection skill since you're telling truth, but them getting wrong. Misinformation. An ability that tells the foe wrong information, even if you say correct information. So like, you yourself are telling the truth, but what enters their ear is different information. I mean, that could be something. So Demon Slaying is basically, if this is 3, it should be like at least 5. Because you also have like the disadvantage at Wisdom saving throws, making it slightly worse. So 5 spell points seems fair to me. Private property. People trespass, I mean that, and increase their stats reduced by 1 level for every death. So let's say this one is also great, so this one should also cost 5 spell points. Calculate profits. I have risen from the grave. Hello, Fanaphos, or Sour Fan, which you are called on this account at the moment. Or at least this is what I see in YouTube live chat. I see Sour Fan, but on screen I always see Sour Fanaphos. Calculate profit. Characters, the ability to assess if a destination will be beneficial, will cost them, or if there's more to gain. Let's just say this one costs 2 spell points. Leadership is going to be a passive one. Cooking is an active one, which just won't cost anything because it's like you're cooking. Dash. Tiger God Aura. Would you say Tiger God Aura is a passive skill? I am unsure if Tiger God Aura is passive or not. Yeah, I changed it like a few months ago. Unsure why the old one's still there. For some reason, on this chat, it shows like sometimes it just shows old usernames. Like some people just have completely different names. Active, you would assume. Probably some sort of AC boost. I mean, you're not wrong. It is kind of an AC boost. I have it as like damage reduction. It's probably getting blocked by chat. I'm basically doing it like every level in the skill grants you 5 extra damage reduction. But because I kind of like destroyed AC in the system, right? Instead of AC, it's like you either roll to dodge, trying to negate the damage completely because you dodged the attack, or you brace yourself, which means like if you brace yourself, it just means like you are toughing it out by like blocking or something. So like you either AC doesn't exist in that way more. It's all damage reduction. By the way, if we're talking about this, dodge. There it is. It's like The attacker declares which target they want to attack. The target chooses if they want to attempt to dodge to escape the full damage or tough it out and reduce the total amount of the damage. If the decision was to dodge, it will be considered roll between both players to hit versus dexterity saving throw. If the decision was tough it out, the attacker simply hits and the damage roll gets reduced by the constitution modifier of the defending person. That needs to be slightly written. Everything's getting above my head. Which part? Where is it? Should be after all of these. Is it though? Which page is this? 12. Is this still here? No, first I have all of different classes, like at the very beginning. Can I click on this? No, I can't. Okay, all the classes and then combat. Okay, so there's all the classes. There's combat. If the decision was to tough it out, the attacker simply hits and the damage roll gets reduced by the constitution modifier and the damage reduction of the defending person. If the defending person is wearing armor, they have a passive bonus, passive damage reduction, which always decreases damage received even if they didn't. Okay, wait, okay, then this is okay. Then this is everything okay. If you tough it out, your constitution modifier gets added, and if you don't tough it out and get still get hit, you have like only your damage reduction. Makes sense. So what would it be? 5 extra damage reduction. So let's just say this costs 3 spell points. I have no idea. This is probably going to get... A lot of these things need to get changed when we actually have an idea how to play this. This is going to be the same as Future Vision, which is 3 spell points. 3 spell points. Lie Detection is going to be an active skill. Which is going to be 1 spell point. I don't have Clairvoyance, Upper Class Magic, and Archdemon Gaze matched out yet. Barrier is going to... You can use it to block damage, so let's just say it costs 2 spell points as well. Let's just say it costs 2 spell points, I guess. Dinosaur Encyclopedia. It's going to cost 2 spell points as well. The Webtoon had explanation of ORV. Would you also read the World After the Fall ORV and this Webtoon are connected? I did ask on my channel if what Webtoon I should read next in like a whole like bracket tournament system, and it ended on Kubara, but World After the Fall was in that bracket. So I'm always open to read World After the Fall sometime in the future. Explanation of ORV, yeah. 2 spell points here. Sharp Observation is also going to be 2 spell points. And Force Palm is also going to be... Force Palm is just going to be 3 spell points. Okay. What? He's getting blasted away. Heal Force Palm. Ranged armor suit has been damaged. Your defense stats have been partially decreased. Okay, question on this part here. Also, Lachi, you have some coins over there. I see that. Did his defense stat get decreased because his armor suit had been damaged? Or does the Force Palm have a penetrative effect of like decreasing the defense stats when they hit someone? Is this because the armor suit or because penetration? Did Jungyok penetrate Dogja is the question. Demon Slaying level 2. Ooh. I think it's easier if it's just like because the armor got destroyed. Otherwise, we're going to probably make the Force Palm too strong. In the novel, the suit got damaged because of the hit he took, not defense. I mean, the suit... Oops. The suit did get destroyed. I mean, like, we heard it got damaged, but we don't really see it. I mean, we see something here. Never crashed into the fence in the novel. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you got hit into the fence or something. Like, that's just visualization, I guess. The armor suit got damaged by the attack. Either its defense goes down or the armor is close to breaking. Yeah, okay. I was thinking, if there should be a break mechanic for like weapons and armor, but I feel like that's just annoying. Like in certain games, it makes sense, but I feel like it's just annoying if like, oh yeah, my Constellation bought me this nice weapon, but it only has 100 durability, so I can only attack with it 100 times. Like, I kind of feel like that's annoying. That's more annoying than it's fun to keep track of like durability of like your armor and weapons. And here's another attack. 100-step fist. 100-step fist. Breaking mechanics in RPGs are annoying. Damn, you just see the fist coming. Minecraft, you say durability? Okay, 100-step fist is another striking attack, which I'm going to make a more powerful striking attack compared to Force Palm, because Force Palm has like the benefit of like pushing them away. So Demon Slaying and Novel also has some damage reduction. Let's say this one costs 5 spell points, and it's like punch the target, set target with the force of 100 fists. I don't care what it really is, to be honest, but I feel like it just it works out. Punch a target with the force of 100 fists and deal let's just say it deals 3d8 damage, 3d8 bludgeoning damage, and deal 3d8 bludgeoning damage. For every level in this skill, the damage increases by 1 dice. Demon Slaying and Novel has some damage reduction effects. I mean, I think it's fine if we say Demon Slaying is going to give you extra strength and extra dexterity and like a minus to the wisdom saving throws, and not damage reduction as well, because like then it feels like it's just overstacked. We don't want to overstack something. The sunfish, a bony fish found in the tropical ocean. Characteristics: sunfish is known to be sensitive to shock and dies very easily. Example: dies because the sun is too bright, dies because a fellow sunfish has died. Sunfish dying easily is actually a meme. Sunfish do not die that easily in real life. Gilyoung is just like, what the freak? Master? This guy was such a menace. I really liked his design, his abilities and everything. He's just like a really cool boss. Actually from a Korean game. Damn, I'm not Korean enough to know that. And by not Korean enough, I mean I am 0% Korean. The whole sunfish stuff. But thanks for the information. Jong has used Time of Judgment. We're going to ignore it. Ooh, Gilyoung has activated the skill Thunder of Mjolnir! On to items. I mean, we can just say, like, because I said Mjolnir is like 46 bludgeoning and 46 thunder. Like, Thunder of Mjolnir is basic. I mean, 46. Okay. Does have a really cool power and design, yeah. Should puppetry also be an ability? I mean, technically it can be. For now, I'm just working through what's actually in the story. Okay, we say like the Mjolnir replica deals 46 bludgeoning and 46 thunder damage. The question is if like we see him here activating the Thunder of Mjolnir, which basically allowed him to do like Thunder Strike D&D. Isn't that like an ability? That's like Lightning Bolt. If we say he... Where's the damage? 86 lightning damage. It's too much compared. What if we just ignore this? What if we just ignore that he could use like a long range thunder attack with that and just say like, okay, this thing just deals like more damage than the average A grade weapon. It should deal more damage. 66, yeah, these things deal, normally A grade deals like 66, meanwhile the Mjolnir deals like 86. I'm just going to ignore the long range thing. Attack with immunity against electricity. Is that a skill? Pure Alignment remains silent against Huiwon's Jong's request. Is immunity against electricity just an ability? Damn. Skill has been cancelled. We have Eye of the Sage. Let's go through it. Eye of the Sage. Close combat. Advanced weapons proficiency. Advanced. I don't have weapon. Because I do have like martial training, which is weapon proficiency. Let me just write this down then. Advanced weapon proficiency. So this is just like advanced martial training. Like cold resistance and stuff. Wait, how about Mjolnir? The hammer weapon is mana sensitive. The more mana, the more powerful. I'm always thinking about if it will overcomplicate mechanics. Because like, if a character has like hundreds of active or hundreds of passive abilities, just imagine trying to remember all the different abilities. Like, that's just super annoying. So this just continues. It's just probably going to get super annoying if you have to remember all the different abilities. When Blue Star Weapon Aura is a Mistranslation, it's actually Skybreaker. Do I have Skybreaker written down? No. Phoenix Walk. Phoenix Walk we don't have. Phoenix Walk. Gonna go offline. Have a good one, Arika. Get yourself some sleep and wake up after that. Reasoning we have. Light detection we have, cooking we have, and you said that's one is called Skybreaker. So that's 2 new abilities we need to write down. You can buy it. You have to learn it from the Master of Skybreaker. I have no idea who that is. He drank the T-Rex DNA ampule, which gives like +10 to everything. Yeah, we knew that already. Suppose I make up for those stats. I still have no idea what White Star Weapon Aura really does. I still don't know. I feel like calling it Blue Star Weapon Aura is also just like because of the parallel between Dogja and Junghyuk. Master, we saw some shadow every now and then. The Breaking the Sky Sword Saint is a goat for real. So, is it just like Ether Ethics? Like White Star Weapon Aura grants like a holy damage boost, meanwhile Blue Star Weapon Aura or Skybreaker gives like an electricity damage boost? Can I just say it like that? Like saying White Star Weapon Aura is like an active ability which costs you 4 spell points, and after activating this ability, your your damage type gets changed to... What even are D&D damage types? I forgot. D&D damage types. So this one would be Radiant. Probably something like that, or change the type of damage down in case the enemy is weak towards a certain type of damage. I feel like it's too broken if it just changes to whatever is powerful. So let's just say like there's different weapon auras for different things. So after activating this ability, your damage type gets changed to Radiant, and you deal 1 additional damage dice per level in this skill. And we can copy this down here as well. I'm just going to write down blue star weapon aura, like black lightning, and say like this one deals lightning damage and also costs, what was it, 4 spell points, I think. Was it like that? 4 spell points. This one is passive. I need to mark those red just so that we know that they are still not finished. Or let me mark them. Let me mark them in this red so that we know that they are not finished. Phoenix Walk though. Whew, Phoenix Walk, Phoenix Walk. What would we think? So what if Phoenix Walk is like, you leave a trail of fire wherever you walk? I have no idea what else I could do with that. Pains me. How many times do I have to repeat this? Bonk. It's more like a dash. I mean, it could be both. Dash. Dash. Sprint. When used that action, the skill grants you extra 5 feet movement per level. Misty Step, you say. Misty Step. I mean, I know I just need to see the exact wording. It's like, because Misty Step is like a teleportation kind of thing. Which, I mean, it could work as like a teleportation kind of thing. But wouldn't it be more fun to leave fire on the ground? I feel like a dash is more fun than a teleportation. Sprint grants this. Mobile, difficult terrain doesn't cost. Can't dash, lower limb disability, sprint, dash. Short foot, difficult terrain doesn't cost 6. Dash. Okay. What if we just say this ability costs you 3 spell points, and you can use your bonus action to dash. This dash leaves a fiery trail in your path, and which deals 2d6. I need to increase the cost. 2d6 fire damage to anyone passing through it or ending their turn in it. You don't. You don't attract opportunity attacks while this skill. With this skill. So basically you can just dash through multiple enemies to deal fire damage. And then, like, easy. Let me increase this to 5 spell points, by the way. 5, I said. Hello, who's writing this? Which idiot? Okay. My companions will lose their memories. I'm still wondering if that's how it's going to be done. How it's going to be done. Like, with the whole regression kind of system, that it's, if it's like the main character, like if they regress, what happens with the world? Like, what if Junghyuk regresses? What happens with the world that he was in? Do the people forget about everything and it just gets reset? Does the world continue but without Junghyuk, and Junghyuk is just like in a different timeline and with like many different timelines? Or what really is what is the idea? Like, I have no idea. I have literally no idea. Is there any other ability? He's using it in chapter 205 to jump into the outer world god and stand in the air for a bit. There's gonna be a lot of complicated shit. If Junghyuk use, okay, mental barrier skill. We do have like mental barrier, but mental barrier was like decreases like psychic damage. What was the other one called? It's what's called detection barrier. Oh, let's rename this. When you get damaged by psychic type attacks, you reduce the damage by 1 for every level of the skill. For every level in the skill. When you get affected by a spell that would influence your mind, you have +1 to the saving throw for every level, and this skill. When you get affected by a spell, damage by 1 for every level in the skill. As the reader of all 3,149 episodes. What a guy. He read so much. He's literally letting out all of his frustration. Personal skill 4th wall is resonating. An idiot. When you're crying over your dead sister, when you died after a prophet's betrayal, when you had a child with the person you loved for the first time, when you went raving mad after your child died, each word by word, when you fought the Demon King and imposed the returnees, the times I spent reading Twissa, when you helped the outer gods and fought against the reincarnated. And when you finally stood before the Constellations, I've watched you struggle to survive. I, too, kept reading so that I could survive. This is still one of the best fights in the entire story. Like, there's a lot of good stuff in the story, but this is still one of the the best parts. He's back. Who are you? This was the thumbnail of last week. Sheesh. I've come to a sense because of what I said. Could it be that easy? Who the hell? Oh no, the Cinema Master is flustered! I just read that it's not lightning and immunity, but resistance. So there's probably a passive resistance skill for every element. Seems very likely, seems very likely. There seems to be like a passive resistance, and maybe when you maxed it out, or you have a chance and get like certain points, you can get the immunity. But like immunity is always super broken, so it would make sense to just have like damage resistance skills to like acid, bludgeoning, cold, fire, force, lightning, necrotic, piercing, poison, psychic, radiant, slashing, and thunder. That should be enough. Blue Star weapon aura is growing stronger. What is Gilliong looking at again? Oh no, Gilliong is summoning the freaking giant insect. I forgot about that. Unbreakable Faith special property has been activated. The Ether affix is changed fire. Because this is like the Unbreakable Faith thing, that's like not White Star Weapon Aura. White Star Weapon Aura is a Radiant, and then Unbreakable Faith can also change the property. So it feels like in this system, we need to have the ability to have dual properties. Not in normal D&D, your attack always has one property. But it feels like in this system, you have the ability to have multiple. So for the sake of overcoming resistances, you can have both fire and radiant property at the same time. Stigma, Sword Song. I still want to read this. Sword Song, the naval warfare god Stigma, which is considered one of the most powerful combat buffs in existence. Its effect is randomized, so there's no telling how much boosts I'll be getting. But I have to make do with it given my situation. A phrase left behind by the naval warfare god engulfs your sword. Amidst the raining arrows and the barrage of gunfire, it was as if the battlefield struck by a thundering storm. Yeah, same thing happened with the fire dragon. Dark energy from Unbreakable Faith and frost from the pills. So multiple affinities just need to make He's super sus right now. I cannot write this word. This is weird. Resuscitation. That's going to be an active skill, which costs at least 2 spell points, and recovers HP. Because that's what it is. It's a sort of healing spell. So what if we say, using this ability, you recover 1d8 health points for every level in this skill. Just something simple like this. Oh, poor Gilliong. Gilliong is such a great character. And his insect ability, which I have just literally written down as like you can communicate with insects. It's always like it's not only conversation, right? Because if it was just conversation, he would only be able to talk to them. Or is this not interspecies communication, but a different ability? Because it's one ability to communicate with insects, but it's another ability because he can also command insects and control them. So I'm wondering, does he have a second one? Like besides the communication, or is it like that communication is also like control? Titano. He's like, hey, Titano. He's so mentally broken. Titano. Oh man, I love my goober. I hate this guy so much. He would fit right in with like the current arc that's going on with like the werewolf kind of game with the executioners and the demons. He would fit right into this kind of thing. Free. Huh? Ways of surviving. This is... Personal skill of 4th wall activated. Damn, 4th wall already eating him up. I love when freaking 4th wall gobbles up the people. Gobble up. Literally war. I'm wondering what you, by the way, want to say. Like, could you be... What does he... He knew something. He's one of the few characters that seemed to know something about Dogja. Is he blushing? Is he blushing? Oh my! Spoilers! Whew. Used his skill on me. Yo, thanks God it just left. I was scared I might have to fight it. I'm also not 100% sure what he means. I couldn't only guess. Okay, we are... Alright, the meteor strike is now going to happen. Do you have a mental erosion written down? Mental erosion? I have a mental barrier, which is like reducing psychic damage and giving you like bonus if you have to do something influencing your mind. And I have detection barrier, which makes it so that you cannot get like your thing detected. What? Mental erosion? Mental erosion. Oh, I remember it from Nirvana. I remember it from Nirvana because like I remember it from there. I don't remember it from here, but I do actually remember it from Nirvana. So I'm not going to write down now, but when we get to Nirvana, I can then get there because I think with Nirvana it was 100% stated. Shooting star. Look at this! Oh my god! It's one of the panels from chapter 1. I wished that I would survive to see the epilogue of a certain novel. There we get easy money. Chapter 44. Okay, let's see. I mean, we did get already quite a few new information, so I'm satisfied in a way, but I really want to get like the 10 chapter quota done for today. It's crazy, like things getting censored. That's like all first information about the talk, the Dogja, that things get censored, which was like a massive reveal as well. Even Dokibis couldn't hear it. Because I did hear some of it. Thought she would be too far away to hear it, guess filters don't work between humans. Who are you really, Dogja? I know the future partially. Really? Does Sangha Hyunsung know? Not yet. You're not going to kill me all of a sudden, are you? Why would you say that? That's why people do at times like these. They say something like, you know too much. And that's why, if that was the case, I would have killed all of you much earlier. I didn't mean it like that. It's actually the opposite. The scenario up ahead will be even more dangerous. Our lives will be in danger and we might risk having to lose something that is dear to us. And so, I want you to be by my side as always. I'm asking you to be my companion. I'm trying to remember if this information of Dogja knowing about the future and reading, like, obviously Sooyoung knows it, but I'm not sure if anybody besides Huiwon ever got told, like, that Dogja knows about the future. Like, everybody is kind of suspicious, but I'm not sure about the other things. Hildegong has gotten stronger. The next scenario was the flag hunt already, I think. Yep, the leader, so we're looking for kings now. No, they didn't get told, which is kind of crazy. It shows how much the Dogja trusts in Huiwon already. Sit down. I love the footprint there. He's a surge of power. Hyunsung, catch! Yippee, a new shield! Hyunsung needs activated special skill area defense. Useful skill since an A-grade item. What did I write down for the Achilles thing? Item. Was it Achilles? No, Hercules. Okay, what if we remove the frightening thing? Because right now he has like an area block thing. Which makes way more sense, by the way, anyways. DR 15 and area defense. I'm also wondering how it would work, because like we see it, which is like the strong shield here, and people need to attack this thing to destroy it. I love how Pildu is so freaking aggressive. The frightening thing never gets used in the manhwa, so we're just going to forget about it anyway, I think. So what if we just say area defense is like a barrier kind of skill, just like we have barrier here, which is using the skill that you better. Like this one is like using the skill you can create a barrier that can block up to 2 damage. But like this is worded in a way of like you can activate the barrier wherever you want, but only in that spot. So you can activate this barrier in front of any person. Looks like 2 damage for that. So you can activate this ability 3 times per long rest. It creates I need to go in a D&D map. Roll 20. Can be broken with E or F grade items. Is that a canon thing? I think it would be better to have it just like as damage. If we just have it with damage and we don't have it with I feel like it's just like weird. It's in the novel, yeah. But isn't it kinda, it's just kinda like negating the damage from that low of that like low grade weapons. I'm thinking again in like game sense. If you negate something completely, then it is less fun. But if you just reduce it, like no effect, that's dissatisfying than saying like, okay, you tried to damage it. Okay. And then you see like the health bar only decreasing like very minorly. You can activate this ability for it creates a 30 feet wide long barrier. It creates a 30 feet long barrier that can block up to, it's 66, so it's 36, up to, so let's just say it can block up to 50 damage. No, let's say, because it's like, let's say 50 for now. It can block up to 50 damage. It's still stuttering and loading. It shouldn't be too bad. Like, I haven't dropped that many frames. Must be on your part today. I don't know. You weren't in the future that I know of. Sorry? So you need this more than ever. This is all too sudden. I'll think about it. Okay. Give us more information, more skills. Do you have to see? People in your group, 24. You have lost 5 people so far. Punish the members that disagree with you. Yeah, so insufficient fame to be named a king. Next chapteroni. Capture the flag. Nothing too important for us. Shangxi Station. I'm just looking. Is there any like I want to get through this. We are at chapter 45 of like 245. So things considered, we are maybe 1/6 down. I think there's nothing too important. How did you... There comes the motorbikes. Motorbikes? Bicycles. Remember when we thought that some people might be interesting or important, and those guys are completely unnecessary? Damn, the biker gang. I'm the leader of the Dongdaemun group. Yun Kang, do I know him from Dongdaemun? This is too fishy. He has an ability, Insight. Speech and spread rumors. Person attribute, rumor expert. Hey, that's a new attribute. We haven't seen those in a while. Rumor expert. Normal. General. Grants access to the just do Düsseldorf, I don't fucking know. It might probably is like the spread rumors ability, but like freaking hell, what is spread rumors? We already have insight, we already have weapons proficiency, speech. We don't have a speech ability, but speech is just persuasion. I think speech is just another thing for persuasion again. I don't think speech is necessary. Like, I can write down it here as like this one could also be called speech, so like dupes kind of thing. But I feel like there's no need to do like a secondary speech ability, which is just literally like speech is part of persuasion. But spread rumors. What is spread rumors? Grants the spread rumors. Personal skill, spread rumors. What would spread rumors be? Like, spread rumors is also spread rumors, which costs 1 spell point. This is like when doing charisma deception check to spread rumors, you can use this skill to increase the check by +1 for every level in this skill. That's fine enough. Thanks to meeting the wrong sporting constellation, but he's still useful to be used as a pawn. For the likes of him. Excuse me, your name is Dogja Kim. Oh, Mr. Dogja Kim. Must be the leader here, seeing how you have the flag. He seemed off for a moment because he expected it to be Jungyok. But what is the offer? We're here to offer you an alliance. Oh my! How daring! We have a sure win. I mean, there's nothing. There's just nothing here. Let me just zoom through it. From Dongdaemun, you could have allied with many other stations before. Dongdaemun, and we have Chungmoro down here. Said it's because Chungmoro station is just open. What I mean is, the others have already formed alliances, you see? Wouldn't have made any alliances just yet. He's such a... He's not even a good liar. Didn't the others say anything about Chungmoro? Like, that there's a scary man named Jungyok Yu at the station? I don't think I follow. Sanga! Sanga! Man, Ariadne's thread was so useful in so many times. It's crazy. Yeah, the Avengers are here. I like how those three are our main Avengers, but even back then, Sangha was so useful. Like, the strings have helped us in at least like 3 different occasions already. So I just think she was always like this, like not desired, like she was always fated to be something big. Alles gut, ja. Snore, snore, snore. Yeah, she's pretty cool. She always was a good woman, cool woman. You're good alignment agreeing with the use of the skill. That's crazy. Ew, ew, ew. Damn, look at him looking down at people where he's piercing them. IDs, man up for me. We'll get hypnosis soon. Ooh. There's going to be like an influx of multiple skills in the pretty soon future when we see, like, because we are now in an arc with a lot more different characters and character profiles. Buff from the red flag. Defense is increased by 5%. I'm not going to write it down because I'm not going to use the capture the flag kind of thing in my story. Militarized zone, we can ignore that. Private property, yeah. We have the special property to fire. Nothing too big, nothing too big. By the way, even if we could go further, I'm only going to chapter 50 today, or like 49, and next week we start with 50, because I am taking care of the dog of my family today, and I cannot focus on stream the entire time, while she might be yowling downstairs. You're itching for a beating, aren't you? There we have a new flag. I have stuff to do as well. Yeah, so we're going to 49, which is going to be a bit longer. Anything. Dongmyo and Dongmyo, they call themselves the Prophets. Oh, and he's getting shut up by some sort of ability. There's hypnosis. Which would be a personal skill called hypnosis. It costs 5 spell points. What would hypnosis be? I mean, I know what hypnosis is, but it's like, using this skill, you can implement a command. In novel, it's called suggestion, but I think hypnosis is more fitting. Using this skill, you can implement a command in a person, which they are forced to follow if they fail the accompanied wisdom saving throw. The DC for this skill increases by 1 per level. Okay. Can only be used face to face. I mean, I can write it down, but I feel like that's self-explanatory. Implement your command in a person you are face to face with. Yep, he's going to be okay. She said you want, but she already. It's full of words that only Jungyok you would understand, so she won't get it though. This is distaste for censorship. No censorship! No censorship! You know, you two... What? I'll play them for now. You know, you said... What did I say? You promised yourself not to think that. There's no need to mimic what I said. What about the resolution you made after your... What's it called? Why do you think I followed you? You're not alone. We're in this together. Hey, wait. I'll always be by your side. Don't you ever lose hope. Think about our child. What? I never said anything like that. How is it that she's twisted up my words like this? I love you. Same. Like, this is a great moment. This is a very funny moment. You and Master are... I mean, don't worry. I'm sure that he reads your love letter. Why, I would never. Many constellations are shocked by what was censored to them. The constellation Prison of the Golden Heaven is respectful of your orientation. The constellation Demonic Jetfire is delighted by your comradeship. The secretive plotter is flabbergasted. The first shipper. True. But what kid? Did you adopt a child? she's like, what the hell? Like, I support you, but when did you adopt a child? Clang, 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 clang. Profit other than Anacroft to appear, and the other is that there is another reader like myself. Nothing. Said that we didn't get to make a little... I mean, there's nothing too important here. It's how I was able to make it this far. Damn, so many dead. Remember those guys? There were so many interesting characters where it's just like, damn, what are these people like? What are they doing? And then they're just completely irrelevant. I know, I can't believe this. They ran off as if they knew I was coming. Myeongdong Station is currently unoccupied. Will you take over the station? The dwarf. Interrupting and Myeongdong. Over cannot be lost until you use your flag or lose your HQ. King's Path. That's a question that I have to ask for you. I kind of forgot it. Did every dome have like king quests of like getting different kind of kings and like the throne, or was that a Korean thing? I'm not. I think there was a statement of like in Japan, because they talked about somebody like that is the king of Japan. So I know that like it was like that in Korea and Japan, but was it like a worldwide thing for every dome, or was it just for like Asia, just for Korea and Japan? I don't know. Not everyone is good at the same thing. Think about her role in the group. She doesn't have a great hidden ability like Gillion. I think so. Selena had a Dogja's king title in the past. Selena. I don't remember the name. I do. I even have saved it on my phone. Why would she do that? My own life, and you also have your own life to live. Yes, I do. I even have saved it on my phone. Why'd she do that? You need it here. She's such a cutie pie. Man, I like her so much. But Suyong is still my waifu. Nothing too important. Shadows of Horror, you Sanga you. Becomes the vice president of Chungmuro Station. Because it's you. Can now punish other group members in the place of the leader. Oh, I like this. She's such a great character. The woman he met at a Constellation banquet. Which one? The smaller girl? I will get there again. I will do my best. Whoa. The one with the long brown hair. Okay. Okay, nothing too important. Huiwon, do you have a baby brother? Yes, he started 7th grade this year. What is it like having a baby brother? I wonder if we're ever going to see him. Like, he's mentioned here, but Huiwon is probably thinking, is he alive? We know nothing about it. You don't really hate him all that much. No, I do. I got into so many fights because of him. He's the only person reading it. And even had 12 readers up until its 50th episode. The people I fought online then. Maybe it's one of them that I'm going to be facing up against soon. Enjoy jealous? Huh? No, what I meant was... Went to an all-boys school, majored in engineering, and went to the army. Poor guy. I was just trying to tell you that we've arrived at Dongdaemun History and Cultural Park Station. Is there anything new for us here? No, Dongdaemun is... Ilhun Kang has become a wanderer. Station was taken over. What does it mean to be a wanderer? Is it like somebody without a station or something? Yeah, not being under a king. Okay. Someone's coming. Brought unwelcome guests. Oh, I remember these guys. We were like, they're super important. Cannot be browsed using character profile. Has not a registered character profile. It's this guy. I remember this guy. Dog just stole his pants. It's just a skill search attribute on you. The 4th was blocked to search attribute. So, considering everything, we have like... Where was it? Mental barrier? I have to say, we have analysis, which can grant to see like the status window. And here's search attributes. So attribute would only... I guess I can write this down. It's like search attributes. And this one only costs like 1 spell point. Using this skill, you can attempt to see the attribute of a target you choose. I don't know. Just something simple like that. And then in detection barrier, where is it? This skill protects you from people of the detection skill or search attributes skill. The people who knew about Jungyok Yu, the original leader of Chungmuro Station. My name, and this is where it starts. The Jungyok impersonation. Jungyok Yu. Could he... quite often. It's handsome. With my looks, I guess I could pull it off. What is it? It's nothing, sir. Looks like you're scared. I cannot know this for sure. This person in front of me is someone who has read Twitter. Search attribute, right? Go ahead and look them up. You must know who Shunsong is now. You better watch what you're doing, you punk. He must think that I have the Eye of the Sage skill. Did you think I did not know that you're using a skill to look us up? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? Just cut him down. Just cut him down. On transgressions, let me introduce myself. My name is Sunguk Lee. I'm the Vice President and representative of Yudongmyo Station. Doc. Huion is such a great support, man. The station is mine, so pack up and get lost. To hand over the station your group controls. And over the station before I come to Maria, I will kill all of you. 1, you must not get how serious I am. Can you do that? 2, 3. I give it to you. That's not enough. Sorry. They give us Dongdaemun as well. With the rights to Dongdaemun Culture and History Park. Came to Dongmyo to be transferred the rights to Dongdaemun. I promise I will not do anything to harm you, Mr. Yu. On the king's honor. Yeah, we'll be that loser. This way. Alright, we see this guy now. We see the shut-in king. 2 more chapters left for us. There's a file on me. Oh, no. Okay, nothing. Search attribute instead of character. This is unlikely seeing how they use search attribute instead of character profile. They have to say that they don't know anything about me. Yeah, character profile is your skill. Also, if they have the same skills I do. Yep, they don't seem to have it. Okay, he pushed 20 to 30 for 5,000 coins. That's 20 to 30 for 5,000. I mean, checks out with my thing. 500 for each level. What you reading there? It's nothing. A group chat? They have internet connections now? Stage more dead losers. Yeah. The loser. Loser. Just really enjoying this. King of Dongmyo, who was one of the 7 kings of Twister, the boy who will soon become the basement-dwelling king of the shadows. A boy who has already completed over half of the king's path. Look at this, we have new personal skills! Whoopee! Whoopee! He doesn't have a personal attribute though. AOE Internet! This is such a stupid name. Common manipulation. Keyboard attack. Small eater. Block sound waves. Overclock. They have the internet because of him. Internet access over the entire episode is blocked due to streaming channel set up by the Dokibis. People outside of Seoul do not know of this. Is it true that Seoul is in carotene? Ruffle. Looks like land price in Gangnam is going to take a nosedive. No, it's the same in all capitals worldwide. Tokyo, Beijing, they're all trapped in a dome. Tokyo? For reals? What happened to the operation to take back Seoul? Didn't they start something like that yesterday? It's just a rumor, but I heard people if they're in there developed superpowers and stuff. It's bullshit if you ask me. Haven't you seen those monsters? There's no way it's bullshit. Guess they forgot to write it down. Private attribute is Noble Invalid Hermit. Which rank? Noble Invalid Hermit. What does it even mean, Noble Invalid Hermit? Is that a general or a rare attribute? What does the heroic? Kinda crazy. Kinda crazy if you ask me. What would you say? Does this ability grant him the AoE? Does this attribute grant him the AoE internet? Or is it something else what he gets through the attribute? Comment manipulation. Have you guys heard of this group called the Prophets? I heard they know what's really going on. For two, but everything they said I would happen, I ended up having. They call it prophecy or something. Can I read them? Do you have a link? We brought a guest with us today. Say hello. Oh. Hi there. Nice to meet you. Is your leader going to make me talk business with a puppet? You're the leader here, right? You saw right through me. That's right. You're the leader. Why'd you bring me here? AoE internet is so rare, probably from its attribute. Yeah. So if we say grants access to the personal skill AoE internet and grants 4 status points in magic power, so that he has a lot of spell points to use AoE internet. Activating AoE internet costs 2 spell points per minute. So that we could talk about it. I don't know if you know about this sentence under influence of the block soundwave skill. Okay, that's easy enough. I mean, it's easy enough. We're going to finish a chapter and then we can write those things down. And one of them to be exact. Finally getting the information I wanted. I know about your special power. The miracle of regression. There's a special power that you alone possess in this world. It's being filtered. You probably have regressed through many lives. You fought against horrible enemies and fought to save humanity against otherworldly forces. You've been putting up a lonely fight all on your own. We have nothing but respect for your noble cause. You cannot manage alone against the oncoming adversity. But Mr. Yu, things will be different this time. We, the prophets, were blessed to aid you through your current regression. Same from 10 years ago. There's a book of revelations that is handed down amongst prophets. Record of your legendary exploits. Oh, could I be talking about? Thanks to the book of revelations, we have known that you will have Steelblade Yunsung Lee under your command. They may not be present, but you probably have delusional demon Naun Kim and naval general Ji Hee Lee with you. Where is this book of revelations? It has been damaged, so the original copy is lost. But do not worry. We each have memorized fragments of the book and are making preparations so that you, Mr. Yu, can walk the righteous path. With us, you will be able to lead a new life that is different from your past regressions. Amazing. Songok, was it? Let's say that you have been given this revelation. What exactly do you plan to do with it? Okay. I haven't seen you around. Who are you? Damn, I like this guy. Like, his design was cool. I really hope for him to be more important. Take a free ride. Interesting. Doesn't mean, but you've got it all wrong. How am I supposed to be allies with people I know nothing about? Who told you could loiter around here? You want to be my ally? Shouldn't you first let me know who you really are? And who the hell are you to tell us what to do? What? I'm sorry? Oh, haven't I already... Neil. I'm sorry? Neil. He's such a role player. He's so into it. Recite to me the attributes you have. It's the Eye of the Sage skill. Why is he asking me to tell him my attributes? Is he testing me? My attribute is that I'm a hypnotist. Just as I thought. He is the one who used hypnosis on Ilhun Kang. And, sorry, is that it? The nymph. The nymph. I'm the nymph renouncer. What? How many of them are there? That's an attribute I haven't heard of. It's because this is the first time that us prophets have made an appearance. But it's strange. Why do you call yourself a renouncer and not a revelator? What do you mean when you say you're a renouncer? There is the Book of Revelations. I mean, it's probably the order in which we stopped reading the Revelations. You stopped reading it? But why? Well, the Revelations were too difficult to decipher and much too profound for us to... Let's stop reading the Revelation. In that case, I don't think you'd be that helpful. No, sir, I assure you that can be helpful. Why do you keep playing with your phone? I'm sorry, I'm addicted to smartphones. You're restricting, I'm not even the supporting cost. What the hell is this prick on about? What was it just now? Is it a sub-scenario? What prick? Who you want is just like slap. Oh right, he had the extendo stuff. Okay. Wait, no. First we get here. Block sound waves allows him to after using this skill, you can generate a space of 30 feet radius from which no sound will escape, so that people outside the space won't hear you. This will cost 3 spell points. This one is passive. You only have to eat half of what other incarnations need to consume to gain the benefits, the food benefits, the benefits of a food item. AOE internet. You can activate this skill to act like a Wi-Fi router and grant internet to people. How large is the range? People in how large is the range? Is it like, I know it's pretty large, but it also probably increases like with every level he has in the skill. I don't know. It's probably is like, let's just say it's like grant internet to people in a 5 kilometer radius. Let's say 5 kilometer radius from other stations. They communicate from other stations, yeah. In a 5 kilometer radius. Internet to people in a 5 kilometer radius. With every level in this skill, the radius increases by another 5 kilometer. It's more like he grants access to specific phones. I mean, it does say, like, he grants internet to people. Like, I can say chosen, so that it's chosen people and not just general people, but yeah. I mean, yeah, it's phones, but it's like phones to the people. Comment manipulation is obvious. So it will cost 2 spell points. It will cost 1 spell point. By using this skill, you can change comments on an online platform to say something different. That's what it does. That's what it does. I don't know what keyboard attack is. I have no idea what keyboard attack is. I literally have no idea. I have 0.0% idea. Overclock, I also have no idea, but I do just going to give, like, it's what I think it's. I'm giving it an ability that I want it to be, even if it is not something else. If it turns out that we learn what exactly overclock is, I will change this overclock and will use the ability that I have in something else. These are too specific anyway. Yeah, these are not good abilities. In a way, these are not good. So overclock, I will say, is a person, an incarnation with this ability can go over the limits of their spell points. Is spell points written together? No, it's not written together. Spell points. For each level in this skill, you can overclock 10 additional spell points. Maybe it has to do with long rests. What you mean, overclock? I'm just doing it like overclock allows him to make it 4 hours instead of 8. Wouldn't that be like something like short sleeper? You're working, exactly. I have been working this entire time. I do have like the ability called short sleeper, which is like you need to sleep 10 minutes less to get the benefit of a long rest. Every additional level on the skill reduces the amount by another 10 minutes. So like at level 10, you reduce it by 100 minutes, which is like almost 2 hours. So instead of 8 hours sleeping, you will only require like 6 hours. So I feel like short sleeper is going to be that. Overclock is just going to be this. And I feel I give it this. Only stream on Monday somehow. Nah, I stream on Monday, I stream on Tuesday, I stream on Thursday, and I stream on Saturday. I basically use overclock a bit like this in this sense because this works well with the AOE internet and him being like a puppet. So it means like he can always have the AOE internet activated, and with overclock, he can even have it activated when he is super exhausted. And normally, people wouldn't really use that, but because he's a puppet, he will use overclock just to keep the internet active for everybody. But keyboard attack, I have no idea. Where's this? You can deal psychic damage through... Overclocking is not a novel, so I can't give you a description. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's fine-ish. You can deal psychic damage through online comments. When you... Comments. When you type an attack online, you can you deal 1d4 psychic damage per level in this skill to the targets. I don't know. He's a freaking keyboard warrior. This, by the way, can be kind of dangerous. I already have like this concept in my head now. Imagine, thank you, Ben, thank you, I will have fun. I just imagine like an ability. Imagine you have a force of like 10 different nerds that like the leading nerd has the AoE internet skill. And then he has like 10 followers or something that all have also the keyboard attack ability. And then they you just go on like this online forum because you want to gather some information about the scenarios or something. And suddenly this keyboard force, all of them start attacking you online and you just get 1d4 psychic damage, 1d4 psychic damage. And because it's like 10 people, you just get 10d4 psychic damage. LAN party attack, exactly. Like, you don't know where they are. Like, you roughly know that they must be, like, in a certain kind of radius of, like, 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers or at max, like, 55 kilometers. But if you have to find them 55 kilometers away, that's gonna be take a while. But the easiest way to just ignore this is by, like, you only can get dealt that damage if they can respond to a comment you made on the website. So, if you comment something on the forum, they respond to that, and if they use like keyboard attack as a response, they deal the damage. But if you don't comment on the website, they never can attack you. Just get off the PC, man. Just get off the PC. So keyboard attack is going to cost 2 spell points. Because we now use spell points like this, I need to readjust how much stigma cost. Because like I have a list of stigma. Let me explain you a certain stigma. For a certain character, I have a stigma called, which one I'm going to tell you. Let me see. Where is a character that's, which is the stigma, which makes sense. Okay, so there's a certain character, a certain constellation, historical I think, that has a stigmata called Mighty Cleave. It's just a very basic stigma, but this one costs 3 spell points and 3 hit points. But because I think I might keep it like that. I need to compare it to like how much I did with the damage and these kind of things. Because this stigmata, I read it to you, as an action you make a powerful melee attack. If the attack hits, it deals an additional 2d6 radiant damage. So you do your attack, that deals like the damage of your weapon, and then because of the Mighty Cleave stigmata, you deal an additional 2d6 radiant damage. And then the target must make a constitution saving throw, blah blah blah, and depending if they pass the constitution saving throw or not, their damage reduction gets reduced by 3. That's like an attack type stigmata that I wrote down. And it costs 3 spell points and 3 hit points. Why spell points and hit points? Because I feel like using a stigmata is exhausting. It does not only exhaust like your magical stamina, but also like your actual stamina, your health. So I feel like it kind of makes sense to cost spell points and hit points. So if you look at like 3 spell points and see like, okay, Force Palm deals like 1d8 damage and is like 3 spell points, and this thing deals 2d6 damage and costs 3 spell points and 3 hit points, it seems kind of fair to me. It seems actually kind of fair to me, but I might need to readjust how much they cost in the future. So let's continue with the last chapter of the day. Okay. My friend didn't know any better. Thanks to our intervention. If it was too late, he would have been killed by Huiwan. I'm sorry. He's a prophet too. I thought I told you to stay put. That prick's the one who... Huiwan. I'm sorry, Mr. Yu. Did she just say Mr. Yu? Yes, you are you a prophet too? Yes, sir. Mr. Yu, I'm sorry, but I need to talk to him in private. Sungu, we need to talk. Don't keep me waiting long. I suppose it's fine. It would probably be more once per long rest situation. I mean, certain abilities I feel like can be once per long rest, but I'm also like, some stigmata you can just spam. I feel like it's fine if there's some abilities that you can just spam. Do I have things that are per long rest? I don't really have anything for long rest because they are just limited by your stamina and your spell points. And then you need to take a long rest to recover anyways, to regain health and spell points. So it's kind of just like... It's kind of like controlled by your health and spell point amounts. And not like by long rests. Because long rests are nerfed anyways. Enhanced hearing, 2,000 coins. That's, by the way, enhanced hearing must be a skill. No one spams stigmas. They last a bit. I mean, that's because like most stigmas are not just singular attacks, but like I wrote some stigmas that are singular attacks. Enhanced hearing. It must be like 2,000 coins. The skill enhanced hearing. Enhanced hearing. Perception. I'm doing a wisdom perception check, using, attempting to listen to something, you get to add blah blah blah. Passive. I mean, technically, it's okay. I have said as Grimdark Awakening as an ability from being an edgelord. I mean, the one idea, it's always like, it depends on how you see it. Like, there's the stigma from the Abyssal Black Flame Dragon with the black flames. You can either say, like, you activate it and it just lasts for, like, 10 minutes and you can use it. Or you have to activate it every single time and then it's like, then you can use it. Black Flame. Black Flame. So, like, yeah, I probably need to add a minute amount to that, by the way. But whatever. Enhanced Hearing, level 1. Careful, starting with the 4th scenario, there will be many mid-level Dokkaebi around. What is it? I mean, something's fishy, isn't it? What is? You can tell me that you think he's good-looking. The officer Jungyuk was good-looking. But him? I don't think so. Well, people have different standards, but he definitely is Jungyuk you. Hey, but you're only the nymph. What do you know? You didn't remember much because it's been so long. I still have no problems remembering things since I have the memory enhancement skill. That's also, by the way, a new one, I think. Memory enhancement. Who doesn't constantly activate Flames of Hell? Memory enhancement. History. When doing an intelligence history check on something you have experienced or read yourself, blah 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 blah, passive. I mean, they don't really spam, but it's also like, there's not really a big difference between saying, oh, you can use this 3 times per long rest, or saying you can use this as long as you have 3 spell points and 3 hit points. It's kind of like, I mean, one thing is like, you need to manage it and see like how to use up your health and spell points, and the other is just like you're limited to how often you can do it, like hard stop. I understand, but who's that woman? First serves me well, she wasn't supposed to be here on this third regression. And you go test them out then. Really, I found Jungyuk. This would be our chance to show those bastards who read over 50 episodes what's that. What's what? They were the ones who wrote all those nasty comments about Jungyuk being lame. Apologies for my transgression earlier. Let me introduce myself again. My name is Minseop Jung. So what number are you? Did you tell him about that? I had no choice. I'm the 1089th renouncer. Are the other prophets also renouncers? How many are there altogether? There's around 48 of us that we know of. 48? That's not as many as I expected. The first episode of Twister was viewed around 1,200, and it dropped down to 129 around episode 10. So I assumed there would be at least 100 of them. There were many more prophets, but they might have died during the first scenario. They died even when they knew the future? Well, it's because most of us only recently realized that the prophecies were real. From what I remember, you had the delusional demon Namun King with you during your third regression. But I noticed that you had that woman with you instead of Namun Kim. Well, I don't mind, but if you had to, have to regain HP skill like Vampiric Touch that also deals damage, you can use her Stigma more. I mean, yes, you can recover your health, but that doesn't mean that you can recover your spell points necessarily. Because you need both health and spell points. Like, it's not just one resource, you need, like, multiple resources. Which I think locks it down even harder. Because, like, if you have a way to recover spell and health points, yeah, you're powerful already. And then using your Stigmata is just something else. Stigmata are just ability in a way. They're just, like, powerful abilities. I thought she was Jihe Li, but she seemed older. And she seemed to have a different name. The Illusional Demon does not exist in the current regression. What? What do you mean? Could it be that? Yes. He was killed by one of you. Prophet like us. I didn't know if you were a prophet, but it seems that way now. He knew the future just as you did. A lot more than you actually. Not only did he kill the Delusional Demon, he has also completed all the hidden scenarios. My plan has been ruined because of him. Can't be. He's even taken to impersonating me as of recently. I beat him to a pulp the last time I met him, but it's likely that he's still in the vicinity of Chungmuro. Bleh, bleh. That's why I've been changed to the third regression. Killed the Illusion King. You know him? Yes, but first I need to tell you something. Not all prophets are on the same side. Managed to get this big. Group chat. Yippee! Group chat! Total of 5 stations. But there's nothing new here. 12 disciples, they claim have read the real prophecy and that they have the power of changing the world. They have read more of the prophecy than we have. So the number of views the 50th episode of Tusa had. There are 11 known disciples currently. Our guess is that the prophet you cross path with is the last disciple whose identity is unknown. They're looking to take control of this world using their revelation. Stop to these heretics. Yes, I'm very sorry to tell you this, Mr. Yu, but we can't give you Changxin Station. It doesn't belong to the Gongmyo group. Changxin is currently ruled by the Tyrant King. Tyrant King, one of the 7 kings of Seoul. He's as powerful as Jungyok Yu at the current point in the story, and he died because of a rock. It was too early in the plot for him to be crowned king, but they told me some prophets helped the Tyrant King's power grow by mistake. They don't even remember what happened in the novel. There's no way they'd be doing a good job. Okay, nothing important, nothing. Invisibility cloak. So 2 new items. You got an invisibility cloak and some potion that can break through hypnosis. Do we get their names? Not that I'm at least seeing them at the moment. Take your flag. Then what? You're a smart kid, you should know better. If I want to hurt you, why would I free you from hypnosis? Mental stimulant. Next chapter. So next week. Oh my gosh! So we're not writing down a new item this week. Sheesh. And we didn't get a new monster, we didn't get a new item. But what we did get is 17 new personal skills and 2 new personal attributes. That's a good chunk. I must say, it's a good chunk of different things. Oh, let me stretch. We're going to end here after 2.5 hours of work. Oh. Seems good enough to me. Seems good enough to me. You might have to let them fight against the other humans mostly. I mean, I will do it here and there. They will also fight against monsters. Because I just feel like that's also... It's boring if it's always against monsters or always against humans. So it will be a mix of different situations. But it's also just like, if I, only because I don't write down that many monsters from like the official story, doesn't mean that there won't be that many monsters. Like I have many other plans to like, from which I will gain like other monsters that can be implemented into the system. That's not going to be a problem. There's not going to be a problem. It's gonna be easy squeezy. But yeah, thank you, Eileen, for spending your time with me. Thank you for Arika, who was here earlier. Thank you for Ben checking it out. Thank you for anyone else. Lachi was here for a second. Dad was here for a second. I think that's everybody who visited today. Alphanapos was here for a minute. And that's about it. So all of you who have been here and chatted, all of you have been here and have been lurking, thank you for spending some of your day with me, and I hope to see you again on either Monday for maybe Kubara, maybe on Tuesday for the next Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint chapter, or next week, Thursday, when we go back to working on the next chunk of chapters from Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint TTRPG. But for now, that's all from me for today. So, thank you for being here. Stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. Pyro, out. Bye!